So, this presentation is on Man of Steel and why I think you need to go see it if you haven't already. Now, Man of Steel is a movie that has really touched me and is my favorite movie. And this is why I think it can be yours as well. When I first saw the movie, I was blown back. I didn't know really what to expect going into it. But coming out of it, I knew sure fire that it was my favorite movie to par. I felt like every aspect of the movie was great, and I loved the darker approach that they took in the writing of the movie, as well as the art direction of the movie. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Superman, then I think it'll be a good place to pick up at because starting the movie, Superman is being debated on whether he's going to be sent to planet Earth. He's just a small child at this point. Whether he's going to be sent to Earth or he's going to basically fall with planet Krypton. That's the ultimate decision in the beginning of the movie, and to jump into something of that stature is pretty deep, if I must say. Henry Cavill plays the role of Superman. We have Amy Adams, who plays the role of Lois Lane, and we have Michael Shannon, who's General Zod, as well as Russell Crowe, who plays Jor-El, who is Henry Cavill's, or Superman's father, should I say. Okay. Um, Basically, in the movie, Superman doesn't know really why he's on planet Earth. He doesn't know who he is. He just feels different than everybody else. The movie, I feel, does a great job of jumping back and forth to different elements in his life and what's kind of put him to the place that he's at now. And with that, I think you really get a sense of depth in the movie, and you have a sense of appreciation for what's going on in the movie as well. Okay. Um, like I said before, Michael Shannon plays General Zod. He's the villain in the movie, and essentially he wants to kill Superman. He wants to get the Codex out of him, and I don't want to spoil the movie. So if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna keep it from happening for you. Basically, Superman has a Codex in him. General Zod wants it. He's gonna do anything in his power to essentially get it. Um, Now, one part of the movie that I really liked was how Jor-El, who is Superman's father, he's played by Russell Crowe. He is in deep relations, should I say, throughout the movie with Superman. He gives him guidance. He's once General Zod's best friend. So that's kind of a small twist. You don't know really what the relationship is until further down the movie, and you realize that he wants General Zod to stop doing what he's doing, and he wants Superman to find his way, essentially. Uh, with any movie, I think that a lot of people tend to fall to is the love plot in the movie. The typical Lois Lane and Superman is the love story in this movie, and I think it's well played. It's not overdone. I think it's right on point to where it should be. Um, Now, overall, I'd have to say that the movie is by far one of the best comic book movies out. I think that they did the best job with this movie because they took the darker approach opposed to the lighter, light note approach. And I think that if you like the darker movies, such as Batman, Batman Begins, and Batman Returns, then you'll really, really like this. Um, it has that sense of action and power that just feels real and feels like, man, this could happen if a superhero were to come to this town. Um, the visual effects in this movie, I felt were phenomenal. Uh, they were on point. The amount of visual effects that had to go into par with this, especially for the budget of the movie being $250 million. I can pretty much bet that 1/3 or 50%, 75% of this was sent to the visual effects department for this movie. Um, Overall, I felt like the movie was unbelievable. I think that if you like action-packed movies with superheroes, love, and just your overall action-packed thriller, then Superman: Man of Steel is the movie for you. I highly recommend going to see it, especially if you want to be blown back. I know I really enjoyed it, and I think that you would too.